Hey, beautiful, how you doing today? I wanted to ask you a question. Can you just like flex your arm for me really quick? Wow, look at that. Okay, boys, got him. Got him. Yep. Can't have illegal weapons out here. All right, put those guns away. No, but hey, how's it going? How's it going, everybody? How's it going, everybody? I just filmed one about 2 seconds ago. I'm filming one again, but this will be several days past the one I just filmed, so we are here again. This doesn't pertain to you, but I'm just letting you know. It is the same day as the last post that I did. Am I the scallywag for not getting my boyfriend a birthday present? This has to be deeper than what I'm reading right now, so let's read. My boyfriend, 33 male, and I, 25 female, have been together for 8 months. I'm putting myself through school, and I'm working towards getting my 3rd degree. Okay, queen. That's impressive. Because of this, I'm super broke and penny pinch in every way I can. My boyfriend is settled in with his career with disposable income, so we have different habits when it comes to spending money. Our finances are completely separate. Okay, good. This is still early in a relationship, okay? His birthday was last week, but I didn't get him a physical gift because of all the things he really wants or needs are wildly outside of my budget. Instead, I woke up super early in the morning to make him a big special breakfast, French toast, eggs, bacon, and coffee, and brought it to him in bed. That's really sweet. I'm already mad at him. He's the type to work even on his birthday, so I also made him a special packed lunch, grilled chicken, sandwich with pesto, mozzarella cheese, veggies, the works, and rice on the side. While he was at work, I cleaned his whole house. I swept, dusted, mopped, picked up, and organized. Then I made his favorite dinner, penne vodka. Oh, damn, that's a good day. And organized a movie night of his all-time favorites. This is really cute. When he got home, I gave him a handwritten happy birthday card before we ate dinner and watched the movies. I'm scared because I know he's not gonna like it. I also planned a surprise party that weekend with his friends and family, which I also cleaned up everything after, and I thought he had a great time, but he admitted to me yesterday that he was upset and felt unimportant because I didn't get him an actual present. Jail, sir. You know her financial situation, and she put out for your birthday multiple days of birthdays. Jail. No, you're not the asshole. Oh my goodness. I reminded him about my financial situation. He said it wasn't about the cost of the gift, but the gesture behind giving something, and it could have been something small. I asked him if everything else I did wasn't enough of a gesture, and he said that wasn't the point. Now we're just both upset at each other. So am I the asshole for not getting my boyfriend a physical birthday present? I mean, you drew up like a card for him and everything. I don't know your financial situation, so it's just like, you might not have any extra money. Like, yeah, he's saying something small. What is something small to him? You know, like the knowing what financial position everyone's in would be great context. Is it necessary? No, but it, like, I don't know. It's just like, so what he would have accepted, like if you bought him dinner? I mean, you did. I mean, you got all that stuff for him. Or like if you, I don't know, like bought him a shirt. Well, I would much rather have all that stuff done for me than like a shirt that would take somebody like 2 seconds to buy for me and like is something I wouldn't wear, or I don't know, you know? It's just, and like you could argue that some people just like getting stuff, like the love languages or whatever, and maybe he's always liked presents, but like for him to be 33 years old, mind you, and to not be stoked about all the things that you did for him, given that you're getting your 3rd degree and working and like doing all this stuff, is just so childish to me. Personally, like, it's not like you didn't do anything. I don't know. I'm not one for birthday gifts necessarily. I'd rather just do something with somebody, or like have breakfast with somebody, have like no phones and let's watch a movie and let's, you know, like that would be really cool. So maybe I'm not the person to be saying this, but that's my 2 cents. There is an edit, so let's read that. I see a lot of people talking about love languages and communication. I agree. Those are super important. My love language is actually physical touch, not acts of service like a lot of people are guessing. I know his love language is gifts, so I thought a handmade card would be enough along with everything else. I'm just confused and upset because I tried to go above and beyond due to the fact that my budget constraints meant I couldn't buy him a gift that wasn't from the dollar store. Okay, well there you go. Like, really? Would he have been happy with you getting him like a few things from the dollar store over what you did? Like, what you did is priceless. Like, that just, I don't know, it just bothers me. I like the comments about craft gifts. I think those are good alternatives, and I'll talk to my boyfriend about that to see what he thinks. I'd be curious to know that. Like, I'm picturing this guy as like bougie and he likes expensive gifts and that kind of thing. Like, he might not have thought much of a craft gift, but if he was like genuinely like, I would have loved for you to, I don't know, make me a paper sailboat. Great. I guess for next year. But yeah. A lot of people are also asking about using the money I spent on food for his gift instead. The money I spent on food was part of my grocery budget. It's money I would have spent anyway. I just factored in his favorite things. Plus, I used a small bit from his fridge. My budget was and continues to be very tight. And the verdict was not the asshole, by the way. Some comments, not the asshole, a 33-year-old man with disposable income expecting his financially struggling girlfriend to buy him a toy for his birthday like he's a little kid is kind of messed up. That's how I feel. I'm like, are you a man? Are you an adult man? Doesn't seem like it. The time and effort you put into his birthday was above and beyond. His reaction to that as a figurative slap in the face. It is such a bad reaction that it calls his character into question. I agree. Another comment says, not the asshole. Your approach shows that you put in a great thought and consideration and did all that you could for him despite your financial situation. I would prefer that to a physical gift. You even threw him a party. You made great efforts and he noticed what was missing. He's 33. Think carefully before you continue this relationship. Will anything be good enough, or will he always focus on the one thing he didn't like? Yeah, it's like, are we keeping tallies? Like, oh gosh, like what? He's probably thinking like, oh, I got her this for her birthday and I'm only getting this. Or it's like, it's a different thing. So he's like, I have 3 points and you have to leave that relationship. Oh my God. But luckily we have an update 7 months later. So my birthday was last week. Okay, this is what we needed to hear. Let's see what he gets her. When we first got together, we had only been dating for a couple months and were not very serious. So we just had a dinner to celebrate for her birthday. Okay. This year though, when he asked me what I wanted for my birthday, I told him I wanted an experience. Same queen. That's always what I want. I just want to do something with my significant other. I'm not into gifts, especially if they're not something useful. If I'm going to spend money on something, I want to get a lot of use out of it to justify the expense. I like memories and new experiences more anyway. I basically told him to pretend like it was our first date and he was trying to impress me. Cute. Love that. When he asked me what I meant, I gave him some suggestions, a cool coffee shop or ice cream place that was far enough away to require a mini road trip with curated playlists, trivia night at a weird theme bar with cool drinks, a museum crawl with funky exhibits. I basically gave him a map. That sounds fun as by the way. He said okay, and I started to get excited about what he might plan. Well, when my birthday came around, he didn't tell me about any plans. It was during the week, and I wasn't expecting him to take the day off work, but I thought maybe he had a day set aside during the weekend or the next. I was wrong. I went to his place after he got home from work, and he kissed me, gave me flowers and a box, and said happy birthday. The box had a necklace in it. Very pretty, but very not my thing, unfortunately. Plus, it was silver. I don't wear any silver jewelry. I wear gold jewelry. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew this was gonna happen to us. Nope. I guess he noticed my disappointment because he asked, what's wrong? I told him the necklace and flowers were beautiful, but not what I was expecting. He replied that the necklace was expensive and he put a lot of thought into choosing it. I asked him why he would explicitly ask me what I wanted for my birthday if he wasn't going to listen. Then he said, it sucks to be blindsided and disappointed on your birthday. Huh? Leave him! Oh my God. This guy sucks so much. This guy's the suckiest fuck. I'm gonna keep reading. I'm gonna stop. That hurt a lot. We're in very different financial situations. I'm a student with an unpaid internship. He's settled in his career and has disposable income. And when I asked what he wanted for his birthday, he said he would love whatever I ended up getting him, even if it was tiny. So I had nothing to go on. It feels like he asked me what I wanted so he could do something completely different and make me feel bad because I accidentally made him feel bad on his birthday. Does that sound off the mark? Am I being hypocritical because of how he felt on his birthday? Am I overreacting about my birthday? No. You're not overreacting. This is like sociopathic, narcissistic, like just craziness on his behalf. Like it is so, and he was thinking about that for weeks leading up to it. Like he was so ready to give it to you in the worst way on your birthday to ruin your birthday. You know what type of evil that is? Like that is despicable. This guy sucks. I can't believe this guy. And I will not accept any other opinion. Let's see what the comments say though, I guess. Nor. I don't know what N-O-R is, so I'm gonna say nor. Seems very petty on his part. Oh, it's not overreacting. I'm gonna go with no. Seems pity on his part. Another one says, honestly, if I were OP, I would be much more appreciative and thankful of him for this, because he just showed OP in one move that any more time spent in this relationship is a huge waste. I was scared for a second there. This was a big red flag, and him actively showing you he doesn't care about you and that he cares more about himself and honestly cares more about hurting you is crazy. Please dump this loser and find someone who likes you, because this is not how people act when they like you. No, you know? This is called a red flag. If someone cooked and cleaned my entire house, that would make my year. No. No. Oh my God, we have another update 2 days later. Thank God. First, thank you so much to everyone who opened my eyes to the emotional abuse of his actions. Absolutely emotional abuse. Holy shit. There were a lot of things I overlooked in a relationship that were super not okay in retrospect, and I really needed someone to give me perspective, so thank you. Second, some of the comments out here had me feeling like a snob for turning up my nose at something so expensive. Sure, it wasn't my style, but he tried and he spent money on me with the intention of giving me a luxury item I couldn't get myself, right? Wrong. I brought it back to the store this morning. I had the gift receipt with the intention to return the money to my now ex-boyfriend. We love to hear it. Even if we were still together, I would feel uncomfortable with someone spending so much money on me. After all, I was told it was real silver. Oh, he got it from the dollar store. Just kidding, it doesn't say that, but let's see. Turns out it was silver plated. LMFAO. Cost about $18. I know this term is overused online, but that was the textbook definition of gaslighting. That is the textbook definition of evil. He's evil. After our argument, we decided to take some time apart, and it didn't feel right to keep such an expensive gift, especially if we weren't together. It went from taking time apart to broken up the moment the clerk told me it was fake silver. I ended up keeping the necklace just so I could drop it off to him in an envelope with the $18 cash. That's awesome. That's awesome that you did that. It puts a bit of a stitch in my grocery budget for the week, but fully worth it. Wow. Fantastic. You know, I'd say this is a happy ending. Yeah, you dodged a nuclear bomb for sure. This is not a bullet. This is a bomb. I hope this man never finds love. That's bad. Go have a day. Take yourself out for a day. Go have fun. Ugh, this guy sucks. That's awesome though. I'm glad you left him. Comments say, I couldn't imagine being in a relationship with someone like this. It would constantly be a tally over everything. Exactly. I knew it. It's just like, well, I got you this, I got you that, I got you this, I got it. Oh my God, it's so annoying. 8 years older than her with a career, extra money, and he's that cheap. Ugh, that's terrible. If he wanted a gift knowing she's broke, he should have given her some cash to get him something instead. He could have at least taken her out to dinner for her birthday as an experience. Instead, he waited months until her birthday just to get revenge. Sounds like a winner. Sounds like a loser, I think they mean. Yeah, wow, let me know what you guys think though. And just know that if you side with this guy, oh, we're done, okay? Just kidding. I love hearing you guys' opinions, but let's read another one. All right. Is my coworker trying to date me? Oh my God, I love this. It's like a riddle. It's like something we can figure out. It's like a puzzle. Let's put it together. I'm 26 male, an accountant, and generally keep myself at work. I do my job and go home, never staying longer than I need. Romantic relationships are pretty rare for me, not terrible with women, but definitely not a ladies' man. I've been working closely with a coworker, 28 female, and we get along well professionally. We've attended a few conferences together, but I've never really gone out of my way to spend time with coworkers. Most conversations revolve around accounting softwares and numbers. Riveting. I speak that language well, but it's not really me. Accounting feels like my second language. Useful, but not how I connect with people. Fucking hope not. That'd be boring as shit. I'm just kidding. Recently, she asked me a few times to hang out on weekends. She likes you. She wants to date you. She wants to get married to you. She wants to have your babies. I'm just kidding. First, she asked me to have lunch alone on a Saturday. She loves you. She wants a beautiful wedding in Hawaii. I declined because I actually had plans with friends. Come on, dude. Then she asked me out for drinks and tacos on Friday, and I declined again because I had language lessons. Dude, give up your fucking Portuguese and get your... I was gonna say something really bad. It was gonna rhyme with Portuguese. Think about it. I bet you can't guess it. Try to guess below. I'm gonna keep reading. Each time, she looked more disappointed. Dude, she's in love with you, dude. I've always found her attractive in passing, but nothing intense. It's only really hit me after our last break room conversation that she might have been trying to go on dates with me. Oh, that's so cute. He's just like, oh, you just want to hang out with me alone because you like me?
What?
So my question is, was she pretty clearly asking me out, and have I been unintentionally shutting something down? The idea of a coworker possibly being attracted to me hasn't really crossed my mind. That if I still have a shot, I might be open to trying it, within reason. This guy's so analytical, it's so funny. No, let's not get ahead of ourselves, okay? Adjust tie. Yeah, dude, she's into you. I don't even need any more information. She's into you. She wants to date you. You need to ask her out now, and you need to make it nice because you've declined her multiple times within reason. You had other plans, that's fine, but just plan something nice. Plan a nice dinner, maybe go to a movie. It'd be great. She'll love it, and then you'll know for sure, you know? Let's see what the comments say though. She's asked you twice to hang out outside of work. You declined both times. Dude, what are you doing? You've sabotaged yourself. She's clearly into you, but this time you'll have to ask her. Don't fuck up this opportunity, and it's very possible she's not into you anymore after you declined her twice. I know I would assume someone isn't into me after the first rejection. The OP said back to that, well, in my defense, the most we've ever discussed was work. I can't recall a time we've ever had a deep conversation like that. I don't know much about her and vice versa, so I just assumed she wanted to discuss statements or something, and I think to myself, I'm not doing this over the weekend. Okay, so he just really assumed it was work. He's just a dumb little man, that's all. He's just a dumb little guy. Luckily, we have an update, so let's read. 19 days later, all right? Couple days ago. Some time ago, I made a post here asking if my coworker was trying to date. She asked me to hang out alone before I turned her down because I had other things going on, and mostly because I don't really like to spend my time around other accountants or talk about work in my off hours. We know, bud. Well, some of you ripped me a new one in the comments, lol. Now, on to the juicy stuff.
Oh, yay!
Love it. A little while ago, I approached her as she was leaving and asked if she was trying to go on a date with me. Whoa, guys just outright. That's awesome. This reminds me of Caleb so much. Are you trying to go on a date with me? She quite literally looked at me with an expression that was angry, oh no, confused, and clearly said, are you seriously just figuring this out? Oh yeah, exactly. Literally me. Me when I told Caleb I liked him a lot, and that I liked him for a long time, like after we were dating, he's like, oh, I didn't realize you liked me at that point. I was like, I flew 3,000 miles to see you on the rag, dude. Anyway, I looked like quite the dummy that day. To cut it short, I told her I was sorry and didn't mean to reject her. I've always found her attractive in passing. Don't say that. I've always found you attractive in passing. Other than that, I don't think about you at all. But I've never pushed the envelope, as we're colleagues, and I generally try to play it safe when interacting with women in the office, so her liking me wasn't on the forefront of my mind. On the office elevator, I asked her out to dinner, and her face lit up as she just hugged and called me a dummy.
Exactly, he's just a silly little dummy little guy.
She insisted that we go out to dinner that night, though tired and wanting to catch up on my reading and language lessons. I agreed. You know this guy's just a little nerd. I love it though. I love it. I think these two are perfect for each other. She's like outgoing and like outspoken and extroverted, and he's just like this little dummy little guy who just likes to read and be really smart and all that kind of stuff. I mean, she's an accountant too, so obviously she's very smart, but I just think they're a really good match, you know? The date was nice, and she ended up kissing me before I went home, and since then we've been going out consistently, and I'm enjoying myself after not having dated in a few years. I feel like I'm living a double life. In the office, we act relatively normal, but when we're alone, it's like we're two different people. I don't know where this is headed, but I'm open to a new girlfriend or something deeper. I guess I'm just gonna enjoy it, but not getting my hopes up. Thanks, y'all. Oh my God. He said y'all. Is he close to me? Are you in Texas? Are you in Texas? Let's go on a double date. Let's go on a double date. I need to hang out with y'all. But I'm glad he gave it a go, and it's working out. I'm really glad. That makes me happy. That makes me happy and fuzzy and awesome. That's just awesome inside. Let's read one more. All right, let's read one more. Let me know what you guys think. Let's move on. Would I be the scallywag for suing my friend when she didn't come to my wedding? Suing her? What? I, 25 female, recently got married to my 25 male husband in Bali, Indonesia in January. It was a destination wedding, but my parents and his parents paid for their own plane tickets and hotel, but we paid for our friends' plane tickets and hotel stays. That's really nice. Each plane ticket was about $2,000, and hotel was maybe $150 to $300 for a week. Damn, $2,000. God damn, wow. How many friends you got? That's crazy. My friend Gemma brought along her newlywed husband, John, along, but paid for his plane ticket. The problem is that Gemma and John did not show up to my wedding. Gemma took the free plane ticket to Bali and the hotel room, and when I asked her why she didn't show up, she said that since they couldn't afford their own honeymoon, that this was the perfect opportunity that Jim decided that he didn't feel like going. This is not your friend. I was really hurt by this since Gemma and I have been friends for over 10 10 years. Would I be the asshole if I took her to small claims court for the money I spent on a plane ticket and hotel? No, you would not be the asshole. If that's what it takes, which sucks, dude, if you have to sue her to get that money back, if she doesn't understand that as a human adult being, to be like, oh, well, I paid for your plane ticket. Can I get that money back? Because you didn't come to my destination wedding that I paid for and stayed in the hotel that you paid for? Are you fucking kidding me? God, I'm enraged in this one. What is wrong with people? Holy shit. No, you're not the asshole. I don't even need to read comments. What? Luckily, we have an update, a little smidgy of an update, so let's just read that. I messaged Gemma per multiple comments advising me to invoice her for the plane ticket and hotel room, but I did something a little better. I wanted to get proof, so if I had to go to court, it would be easier to win, so I messaged her this. I love when people are smarter than me. Hey, sorry for being so distant, but I just wanted to talk to you about Bali. I'm hurt that you didn't show up to the ceremony. I pulled a lot of strings to ensure that you could come, and then you didn't show up. Did you think I paid for this trip just so you could honeymoon with John? She replied, quote, I've missed you a lot, and I know the trip was for your wedding, but John didn't want to go because he felt like your wedding ruined the illusion of the trip being our honeymoon and that you'd understand, unquote. John or Jim, whoever the fuck, sucks. This girl shouldn't have married him because I feel like he's like manipulating her, whatever. Anyway, I replied, quote, no, I understand. You took advantage of me, and that's not what real friends do. So I'm sending an invoice to you for $2,387.53 for the cost of the plane ticket and hotel room. I will give you 30 days, and after that I will be taking legal action, unquote. Point blank period, drop the mic. All right. I received no response, but she's been posting subliminal quotes on Instagram that are along the lines of entitled friends and having snakes in your life. Thank you all for your verdicts and help. Oh, she's got to go to small claims court. Wow. People really do suck. I hope their marriage crumbles. The friends. That's evil. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. How are these people, like, how do they get through life just not like falling over, like just vomiting with guilt? Like the amount of guilt I would feel, like I would never even dream of doing that, but I just don't physically understand the thought process of that. Like John saying, it'll ruin the illusion of our honeymoon. Yeah, John, because it's not a fucking honeymoon. It's a destination wedding. What the fuck? Anyway, I'm pissed. But I'm glad you lost that friend in your life. I'm glad she's away from you, because that's crazy. Comments say, can't believe I'm saying this, but not the asshole. Someone offers to give you a free vacation on the condition that you attend one party during that time. I'd be jumping for that opportunity. To take that free vacation and then no call, no show to your friend's wedding is really shitty behavior on their part. They could have extended their stay if they wanted to treat the trip as their own honeymoon. 100%. You absolutely could have utilized that as your honeymoon. You had to show up for a day, and you got technically a free plane ticket, and you could have just extended the freaking hotel. It's crazy. These people are so dumb. I was thinking the same thing. Came in judging off the title. Hard, not the asshole. But the best you could do is dump that friend. I don't think the hassle is worth it. The courts will probably just see it as a gift. Yeah, maybe. I don't know how that works. Because of those emails, I feel like that would help a lot. But we don't have another update, so. But yeah, everybody in the comments agrees that you're not the asshole. So yeah, just congratulations on your wedding. It sounds wonderful, and congratulations on losing the weight of that fucking idiot friend, you know? Weight off the shoulders. I'm tired. I'm gonna go. I think. I need a snack. You go get a snack too. You deserve it. And we'll regroup. In a few days. All right? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. All right?